Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, Editorial Director at TigerFitness.com. Today I want to go over a common squatting form issue that I see over and over again on YouTube videos. So I'm going to use my trusty Buffalo bar here and show you what not to do on squats and how to fix this common form issue. Now, there are strength coaches on the net that teach a certain style of squatting. It's typically low bar, and you'll see guys, when they get in their squat, when they unrack the bar, before they squat, learning from these type of coaches, and let me make something clear. I'm not being critical of these types of coaches. I'm just saying that the application in the squat, what squatters take away from this style of coaching, this style of squatting, they apply it incorrectly. Whether the coaches teach this or they're applying it incorrectly, in either case, this is not how to do a squat. Let's get that clear. So, what these guys will do is they will unrack the squat, they'll have the bar on their back, and before they begin the descent, they'll throw their hips back and move their head down. So, before they even begin to squat, they're going from this upright position to a position where they force their hips back, put their head forward, and they move more of their weight forward. They move more of their weight forward, and they are decreasing, they are artificially decreasing their starting leverage. They're moving their weight forward, placing more strain on their lower back, decreasing their leverage. And as a result, when they hit the hole, you tend to see them fold to the point almost where their nipples touch their knees, where their chest almost touch their knees. It's like they go from this position where they're starting, and then the hips go back and the head forward, and then when they squat, they kind of collapse like this. This is their torso on their knees. It's a very bad leverage position. It makes it much harder to come out of the hole in that position. So, when you're in the squat position, you don't want to throw your hips back and move your head forward before you descend. If you're going to move your hips back, you have to do it as you descend, like this. So you can stay tight, keep your torso as upright as possible, and maximize leverage. When you throw it back before you squat, then you're going down, you're already a little bit forward, you're going to lose some tightness, you're going to lose that leverage. So, instead of throwing your hips back before you squat, don't get that bar up, throw your hips back and then squat, because you're already in a bad leverage position. Let your hips come back naturally as you descend, keeping your upper back, your arms, and your lower back braced. So you're in the squat position, and your hips come back as you start to descend. Now, part of the issue here as well with these types of squats is you see guys, instead of having a neutral head position, they're taught they have to look down. I'm going to tell you, if this works for you, great, but I don't think it's an effective way of squatting for 90% of you, because where the head goes, the body goes. That's a physiological reality. When you move your head forward, it's going to be harder to keep your upper back tight, and it quite simply moves more of your weight forward in front of the bar, and it decreases the leverage. I do not like this style of squatting, and I do not believe it is optimal. So, from this position, instead of artificially putting your hips back before you squat and looking down, try keeping a neutral position, keep those hips normal, and then as you squat, try to stay upright, try to stay tight, have a good quality eccentric where you're staying tight. Let those hips come back naturally as you descend. Don't force them. Don't look down. Look in a neutral, comfortable position. Don't be doing this. It has a tendency to round your upper back and contribute to upper back tightness. Let me get my knee wraps real quick and I'll show you an example. Don't click the way I'm coming. All right, so let me show you an example. I have a torn meniscus, and that's why I'm wearing knee wraps with only 145 pounds, so you have to forgive me. So, let me just get these tight, and we'll show an example of how to squat properly and how to squat improperly. Now this is, like I said, this is a very common problem. I see a lot of guys folding over like accordions in the hole, and they're coming to me and they're saying, I have a lot of lower back stress. I have a lot of lower back strain in the squat. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. Can you help me? And this is the cure. So, wraps are on. All right. We unrack the bar, and these types of squatters will get in this position, and then before they squat, they'll do this. They'll move their hips back like this, look down, and then they'll go down like this. So they do this, and typically look down like this. A lot of times they even hyperextend their lower back, which is not a good idea. Not a good idea. So what you do is you get in your squat position, you lock down your arms, get your head in a neutral position, and let your hips sink, let your hips move back naturally as you descend. Keeping as upright as possible and keeping a tight torso. There. That is how you can take a big step forward in saving your lower back on squats and not folding over in the hole. So again, to recap, instead of pushing your hips back before you initiate the squat and moving your head down, keep your head in a neutral position and let your hips move back as you squat, not before you squat. Focus on keeping an upright torso and keeping your upper back, arms, and lower back tight. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, guys, there's a Q&A link below. Come on over, post your questions in that Q&A link. I answer every question posted. And if you make this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.